Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jackie Los, also known as Junk Gal, and today I'm going to give you a tour of my workshop. You've seen me working here, but I never really get a chance to show you what's in the workshop and the tools that I work with. So with that, let's get started. Before we get to the tools, safety is of the utmost importance. It is top priority. So I've got my mask here. Whenever I'm cutting any wood, sanding any wood, I always put on a mask. And then I've got my filters here. Especially when you're working with reclaimed wood, it is so important. You don't know what's in the wood. A lot of the wood that I work with is over 100 years old. It came from a barn. Safety glasses. You don't want to get a speck of wood or metal in your eyes. Even though I wear glasses, I always put on some goggles. Gloves are important. And then I have cut gloves as well. And you can pick these up at any hardware store. But I really love these. They're comfortable. And then the cut gloves are very important. These items are not, I have to zoom out a little bit for you. These items are right when you get to the bottom of the stairs to the workshop. We house the nail guns, and then I have a staple gun, and then in here I keep all of the nails and the staples so that I know where they're at, because I believe that organization is very important as well in a workshop. Our workshop is in our basement. We do have a table saw that's out in the garage, but in the winter it's very hard to get to because of Wisconsin winters. So, but otherwise we work in our basement. A section is cut off for that. So, keeping things organized is a must. And the space that I work in is about 10 by 16. So that's where we keep the nail guns and such. And then over in this corner is the air compressor. And that's what I use for the nail guns. And then along this wall is where I keep most of my clamps so that I know where they're at. And then there is the air compressor hose right there. This is our Yukon storage cabinet, but it also has a really nice workspace on the top. So I like to work up there, but there's a lot of storage in here. And this was quite the find. We did not buy this. This was a dumpster find. And someone had returned it because they lost the keys here. So we just figured out a way to get that open, and it just doesn't lock, which is fine. And then we just house some of our tools in here. Some big cutters. I keep my hooks for my picture frames and such in here. Old saw blades. This looks like miscellaneous. Screwdrivers. This is where I keep my router bits. A stapler is in here. And this is where we keep our Craig jig parts and nails. And down at the bottom is where I keep the Dremel stuff. And then I also have my handheld router in here. And I hope to use this more. I haven't really used it a lot, but I hope to use this more because you can put edges on things and such. And then something new this year is this work table. And we picked this up at Menards. And it's a Works. And this is really nice, and it just sets up and I can clamp things down with it. And it folds away after I'm done, which I really love. This is one of my Christmas presents this year. This is the WEN 9-inch bandsaw, and I'm pretty excited about this because I want to be able to make cutouts, and it's great for making those intricate cuts in various materials. And when I can't get out to the table saw, I could cut things down with this saw. So you can create curved shapes. And so I'm pretty excited about that because I want to do some garden art. And like I said, this is a WEN. And then this is what the table looks like on it. And then it does have this. This is one of the two shop vacs that I have, which brings me to dust collection. I can hook this to any of the tools that I'm working on so that we can try to eliminate as much dust as possible. And then we have this larger one as well. So that's really nice. And this smaller one will fit on my hand sander as well. This was the second of my Christmas presents this year. This is the WEN 651 OT spindle sander. And again, it'll be so nice to getting those curves. And it's just going to be a game changer for me. And then I do have, these are for here. So I've got, this one is 120 grit. This one is 240 grit. And this one is 150 grit. And it came with 80 grit. So I'm still learning all about this. So I will be showing you some projects using that as well. I do have two vices in my shop. I have one there and then one over there. So I can use that in two different places if I need to. This is the Central Machinery 5-speed bench drill press. It's fairly new, but I'm kind of disappointed because there was a plastic piece here for depth that broke. So I called Harbor Freight to see if I could get a replacement part. Well, they're not making that part anymore, so I was kind of disappointed in that. But they said that we could get it from third-party vendors, but they didn't know what third-party vendors had them. So if there's any tool workers out there and you know who might have that piece, it's right here, and it was a plastic piece. So if you know, let me know, okay? And then this is kind of all workspace, and all the benches that you see my husband built. And then down here is where I store scrap wood. You can see I still have a ton of those spindles. And then down here, I have my dowel tool, and we just picked this up at Menards. It says it's Miles Craft, but it's really helped me with making dowel holes, and then there's a whole kit for it. I'll keep my glues down here so I know where they're at. Over here in the corner is where we keep the power tools. And then we can charge batteries over here and such. Up here is just miscellaneous. I always try to keep the saw blades hung up over there for the jigsaw. And again, it just comes down to organization. And this could definitely be a little more organized. For those of you who have followed my channel for a while, you've probably seen the Chicago electric miter saw. It is really a must-have. I'm not sure that we need something this big, but it does come in handy for those bigger projects. We were kind of disappointed with this as well. It's a Harbor Freight tool, but we received a message in an email saying that there was a part that needed to be replaced because it was unsafe to use and not to use it. So we were down for about a month waiting on that part. But it was this part that needed replacing. But before that, this part had cracked in half, so this has been replaced twice. So I'm thinking the next item that'll be replaced in here will be that, and maybe we'll go with a WEN. Or if you have any suggestions, let me know. That's something that's affordable but safe. Because sometimes I wonder about that, only because we had the problems with it. We have lots of Harbor Freight tools such as jigsaws and drills and those types of things, but with having 2 incidents with this, I'm not sure. You know how you like to feel safe when you're using a tool. So that is my workshop. That's where I work when I'm making my wood projects, which I hope to do more of this year. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'd be happy to answer any questions. Welcome to all of our new subscribers. And if you like this kind of content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. And until the next video, God bless. If you're new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button and smash that notification bell so that you never miss a video. And if you're returning, thank you so much. And if you have found value in this video, please like and comment.